call this past week? Like, what did Coach Arline get into about that? What do you think?
I mean, obviously, we know we need to get better. So that's something we're emphasizing this week. And, we're going to just focus on making the blocks down the line in the future. But, nothing we can do about the game. We still won at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter.
And like 2 hours on Saturday night to catch some balls.
Yeah, but it's like, I just feel like that's kind of minimum, and that's minimum what I had to do, I feel like.
Look like you went down to Athens last night for lunch. Iowa and Sam. Talk about your relationship with him. Why you went to go watch him play?
That's my guy. If you talk to anyone around the Woody, they have super high regards for Sam. We love him to death, so this was probably one of my only opportunities to go get to see him play. Obviously, he balled out, so super happy for him and everything he's doing over there in Athens.
And I think Ryan's get out to the microphone a little bit.
Ryan's talked a lot about having competitive stamina a lot this season. With the CFP rankings coming out for the first time yesterday, there's a big game at the end of November too. How do you guys kind of maybe keep the focus and maintain your opponent on Saturday, but maybe preparing for the end of this one?
Yeah. Every year we really have 3 goals, and the first goal is to beat the team up north. And, we haven't accomplished that yet. We lost to them last year, so that's always in the back of our minds. And we're always preparing for that game on a, everyday basis. So we're always focused on that game, and we're ready to play them.
Emeka, you've had a lot of production this year, but it didn't come late until, fourth quarter against Penn State. How do you stay dialed in for that full game?
Yeah, I mean, you don't never know when opportunities are going to come. There may be a game where you have 0 catches, 0 targets. There may be a game where you have 15 catches on 15 targets. So you never really know when your opportunity is going to come, and you never know when one's going to be taken away. So just taking every opportunity that you get and treating it like it's the most valuable rep that you have is really the mindset. So being able to stay locked in through 4 quarters, even if it's not your best game in the world, is something big.
Emeka, get back to the jugs machine. What does the jugs machine do for you most of all? Just reinforce, catching with your hands, your fingertips. I mean, what do you get out of that?
Yeah, it's all that good stuff, all the football training. But for me, it's kind of just like I just love football, and I love catching on the jugs. Sometimes I do it just to clear my mind, and obviously it's getting you better at the same time. So kind of just going there and kind of just getting away from everything. And really focusing and working on your craft at the same time.
Kind of like almost playing pitch and catch with a buddy or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's just to pass the time.
Yeah.
You guys on Saturday, where does the resolve come from that caused that fourth quarter? Y'all were trailing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where does that come from? And do you come out of that game even more reinforced about what kind of team this is?
Yeah, that's a testament to everything Coach Mick has put us through this offseason. Especially with the way last season went, kind of left a bad taste in our mouth, and we really got after it in the weight room and on the field and summer training, all that stuff. So we had a big emphasis on being tough. There's kind of that stigma around Ohio State being a talented group. You never hear about our toughness, so that was a big focal point for us. And also just finishing games in the fourth quarter. When it gets down to the wire, the team who has the most stamina and can stay locked in the longest is going to come out with the W.
So this week, what is the focus? I mean, for this team going into this game, y'all are, prohibitive favorites. This is a team that hasn't, as a buddy of mine said, hasn't won a game on American soil yet this year. Y'all are going against.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the focus, I guess, for you guys? Because I would think, just from obviously you want to win the game, but what keeps you locked in, I guess, coming off a game like last week?
The focus is never really on the opponent. The focus is always on us. We're as good as we're going to be, and we're as good as our last guy. So we hold ourselves to a very high standard, and it's all about just playing our type of football. And at the end of the day, if we do that, we feel like we're going to come out on top 99.9% of the time.
And who's had the most spectacular catch so far on this team? Is it Marvin Harrison Jr., yourself, Julian Fleming, Cade Stover, or JT Tuimoloau?
Ooh, JT's second interception for the touchdown. That one was pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anyone pick it off at the line of scrimmage, so that was pretty cool. But my favorite one this year, like the most difficult one, I would say, would be Marvin's against Iowa on that crossing route across the field.
Yeah.
The fingertip one, that was probably my top catch this year.
But dude, we're talking about JT Tuimoloau drops in the zone and just dives in there like a cornerback or something. You know what I mean? I mean, diving catch. I mean, I don't know, how much grief did y'all give him for that, or fun cajoling did y'all give him for that kind of play?
I feel like many people don't know this, but I've known JT for a long time, since like 5th grade. You know, we're from the same area. We grew up playing football together and stuff like that, but he's always played tight end, and he's always been an elite tight end. Like, I thought he could have gone to college for that and excelled at that position. So seeing him, he's a hands catcher. He's never going to catch with his body and stuff like that. He just has elite ball skills, like even if he was a receiver. So JT is like a one of a generation type of athlete, and I would say I was surprised at those plays, but I'm really not.
Can you tell he's now had a year of the Mickey Marotti, as I call it, going through the Mickey Marotti car wash. I mean, because when he came in last year, he was talented, but maybe not that quite physical guy yet and stuff. What do you see different about him this year?
A lot of people go through Coach Mick's process, and you know, they come out different specimens. So it's something Coach Mick has been doing for a long time, and we all have super high trust in him. And you see what he's doing to JT's game. He just had the game of his life. You know, he's pushing back offensive tackles, kind of rushing the pocket and stuff like that. So not that he's not always been able to do that, but Coach Mick certainly helped him.
And how far can he go? I mean, what do you think's his ceiling? I mean, you saw him play in high school, like you said, growing up and stuff. Have we seen anywhere close to what he's capable of?
I've always thought, in my mind, that JT was the #1 overall pick, and because I've just never seen anyone like him to do what he does, and so that's really about the highest praise you can get. He's like I said, once in a generation type of athlete, and he's got a good head on his shoulders and everything like that. That's my brother, so the sky's the limit for him.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Emeka. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Gracias.